Just go right now. Sorry. Hello. Am I live right now? Okay.
That's what that's for.
Okay.
Everything you said was on.
Oh gosh, okay. Hello everyone. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Oh, take it off. I'm so sorry. Oh gosh, this is so funny. Okay. Hello everyone. My name is Madeline Siedling, and I am here to announce the Indian Hill field hockey game against the Fairmont Firebirds. Let's see how it goes.
Commentate.
Should I sing the stuff?
Right now, the girls are setting up for the game, their second home game of the season, against one of their rivals, the Firebirds. Here comes Maria Snyder with a hit down the field, and then a player from Fairmont takes it up. Oh, Becca Kim takes it down the field, and it's snatched up by another Fairmont Firebird. She's dribbling down, hopefully being stopped by Rose Fessler. The Fairmont Firebirds have a corner, and it's about to be inserted in the field. It goes up with Maria Snyder rushing towards the ball. Unfortunately, the Fairmont Firebirds just got a goal by number 2. They're about to set up for another game with the Indian Hill Braves starting out with the ball. Pass across the field to freshman Allie McMillan. The Fairmont Firebirds steal the ball, but here comes Robin Schumacher with the pass. The Firebirds once again take control of the ball, but luckily Rose Fessler was there to help. But the Firebirds just stole it away once again. Number 4 is dribbling down the field. Number 17 is dribbling into the circle. Oh, but there goes Maria Snyder with the hit. Ava Bollinger's rushing up the field, but one of the Firebirds got the ball before she could. Pass back by the Firebirds. Once again, number 4 takes the ball, passes it to one of her fellow teammates. Allie McMillan shoots it up, but unfortunately one of the Firebirds gets the ball once again. Marley Bathalter snipes it from the player. With the Firebirds dribbling down again, number 4 has a clear shot, but luckily Shannon McCormick is right in her path. There is Layla Azubi with the save from the goal. In a corner once again. The Firebirds insert the ball. But unfortunately, her foot was above the line. Once again, they're inserting the ball. And here it goes. Up comes Maria Snyder with hopefully the chance to get rid of that ball. Unfortunately, the Firebirds come into the circle and are attempting to take another shot on goal. For a third corner, the ball is inserted once again, only to be stopped by the whistle. Here comes Fairmont inserting it for the fourth corner in a row, with number 2 taking the ball and hitting it towards goal. Luckily, Leal Zubu is there with the save. And now the Indian Hill Braves have a 16-yard hit. The Fairmont Firebirds are taking a long hit towards the goal. And then Fairmont Firebirds have possession of the ball once again. Dribbling down the field, Becca Kim comes in, and then Daphne McLaughlin takes it out. For yet another corner, the Fairmont Firebirds insert the ball with a whack to the goal. With a goal by number 2.
Number 2, get her.
The Indian Hill Braves start out with the ball. With an attempt to cross fields to Allie McMillan, unfortunately the Braves lose the ball to Fairmont, and then Fairmont's taking it down the field. Unfortunately, that was a third party, so Fairmont still has the ball, but luckily one of the Indian Hill defenders were in to take it away. Rose Fessler down the field with the hip, just to be stopped by a Fairmont Firebird.
Yeah.
Due to hacking, Fairmont now has the ball, and it's an attempt to score a goal. Maria Snyder's about to take a 16-yard hit for Indian Hill, and up the field she goes. But unfortunately, the ball has been stopped by the Fairmont Firebird. Rose Fessler is trying to get in there and take the ball away. Indian Hill's ball, so Maria Snyder's coming up to hit it. Pass across the field. Allison McWilster has go in for the ball, but is stopped by one of the Fairmont players. The Fairmont Firebirds continue down the field with the ball. Robin Schumacher coming in, but unfortunately got called for hacking, so the Firebirds once again have the ball. Number 17 passes it directly to one of her players, and the player continues to dribble down the field, but unfortunately misses the goal, so it's Indian Hill's turn to take a shot. The Fairmont Firebirds once again have another corner in hopes that they would score a goal. They're about to insert the ball into the circle. Unfortunately, one of the Indian Hill Braves hit the ball with their foot, so the Firebirds yet again have another corner. Inserted in by the Firebirds. It's taken, dribbling into goal. Lots of hacking going on. Due to that amount of hacking, we have another corner of the Firebirds. Goal once again by the Fairmont Firebirds. Indian Hill starts out with possession of the ball, passing it back to Rose Fessler, then cross the fields to Alan McMillan, just to be stopped by a Fairmont Firebird. Dribbling down the field. Kendall Chaput comes in with the sweep, but unfortunately misses, but luckily one of her players is there to help her back. Firebirds regain control of the ball and continue down the field towards the goal. One of the Firebirds hit the ball with their foot, so therefore the Indian Hill Braves have a long hit. Kendall Chaput hits the ball up the field, and luckily Robin Schumacher is there to attempt to get the ball, but unfortunately Fairmont gains possession of the ball. Dribbling out the field comes an Indian Hill player, but unfortunately the Fairmont Firebirds swoop in, take the possession back of the ball, and take it down the field towards the goal. The Fairmont hit it out of bounds, so number 21, Maria Sanders, taking it up for a 16-yard hit. Driving it down the field to hopefully her player, number 3, Sarah Green. Unfortunately, the Fairmont Firebirds take possession of the ball once again and continue dribbling it down towards the goal. Another 16-yard hit due to this time Kendall Chaput is taking this hit. Kendall attempts to hit across field, so unfortunately does not succeed because the Fairmont Firebirds were there to sweep in. The Indian Hill Braves hit it out, and therefore the Firebirds have a long hit. Becca Kim comes in with the sweep. Up comes Sarah Green and attempts to get the ball, but unfortunately, once again, the Firebirds gain possession. Layla Zubi kicks the ball out of bounds, thus preventing a goal by the Firebirds. The Firebirds once again have another corner and will attempt to get a goal. Number 2 takes it in and drives it towards the goal, but unfortunately misses, giving the Indian Hill Braves the possession of the ball once again for a 16-yard hit. Maria Snyder hits the ball across the field and gets it to number 1, Georgia Kennedy, but unfortunately the ball wasn't long enough because number 3, Sarah Green, swooped in to get it. Then the Fairmont Firebirds take possession of the ball once again and dribbling it down the field towards the goal. A corner is now commencing by the Fairmont Firebirds. Ooh, blocked by Layla Zubi. We have a 16-yard hit by Maria Snyder. Up the field, and what it appears to be a crossfield, but unfortunately does not make it that far. We have the Indian Hill Braves swoop in and try to get the ball. Due to a third party, the Indian Hill Braves have possession of the ball once again, drive it up the field. Rose Fessler comes in and steals the ball back from the Firebirds, maneuvering it, weaving it through the players. The Fairmont Firebirds have possession of the ball, pass it down the field. But unfortunately does not make it. The Firebirds now have a long hit. Attempting to weaving it through the players. Indian Hill now has another 16-yard hit that will be hit by Maria Snyder, number 21. Ooh, nice hit, Maria. Down the field it goes. Come on, Robin Schumacher comes in with an attempt to steal the ball. With Allison McMillan on her side. Unfortunately, the Firebirds still have possession of the ball. Number 21 is attempting to take a hit down the field from the side. And luckily gets it to Allie McMillan, and then Rose Fessler takes control of the ball. Whacking it down the field to number 1, and then to number 3. Number 3, Sarah Green. She's taking it down the field, but unfortunately stopped by a Fairmont Firebird. The Firebirds now taking a hit from the side. Hit it through Rose Fessler's legs and down to one of their players. The Firebirds still have possession of the ball as they dribble it down towards the goal. Due to a third-party interference, the Fairmont Firebirds once again gain control of the ball, but now the Indian Hill Braves are taking the ball for a 16-yard hit. Number 21, Maria Snyder, hits it to a Fairmont Firebird, which is then taken back by one of our defenders. Rose Fessler whacks it down the field to number 3, Sarah Green. But unfortunately, a Fairmont Firebird stops that tremendous hit. Rose Fessler is attempting to single-handedly weave it through the ball to get it up to her fellow player, Sarah Green. but the ball is once again stolen by a Firebird. Due to a high ball by one of the Fairmont players, Mira Steiner takes a hit down the field, crosses fields to number 3, Sarah Green. Sarah Green then attempts to turn it around, but unfortunately loses possession to the Fairmont Firebirds. The Firebirds continue to dribble it down the field and continue to dribble it down the field towards the goal. Leila Azubi with another awesome save, kicks it back into the circle. The Fairmont Firebirds once again have a corner due to one of the Indian Hill players hitting the ball with her foot. The ball is inserted into the circle. But unfortunately must redo the play. The Fairmont Firebirds are once again inserting the ball into the circle with number 2, who appears to be their lead scorer, shoots it in for yet another goal, but luckily goalie Leila Azubi saves that ball. Daphne McLaughlin attempts to hit the ball, but unfortunately misses. No goal. Maria Snyder takes the ball to the 16-yard line to yet again hit it down the field. With a nice cross-field pass to number 1, Georgia Kennedy, and number 3, Sarah Green. Sarah Green gets possession of the ball and dribbles it down the field, but unfortunately, one of the Firebirds takes possession once again. The Indian Hill Braves have possession of the ball, with Maria Sire taking the hits down the field. With a beautiful hit down the field, number 3, Sarah Green attempts to get the ball, but unfortunately the Fairmont Firebirds take it away. Natalie Moore with the ball, dribbling down the field, but gets the ball stolen away from her. Maria Sire with another hit to Sarah Green. Sarah Green's wide open for that goal. She continues to dribble down, but unfortunately one of the Fairmont Firebirds attacks her from the side. The Fairmont Firebirds hit it out, so number 11, Natalie Moore, is going to take the hit down the field. The Fairmont Firebirds have a clear shot at goal, but luckily Leila Zubi was there to save that goal from going in. The Firebirds have a long hit from the side, but she takes it upfield a little bit to number 8 and down to the field towards the goal. Number 21, Maria Snyder, comes in with the block, and Leila Zubi kicks it back out of the circle. The Indian Hill Braves have possession of the ball again with number 21, Maria Brickwall Snyder, comes down and is about to shoot it down the field. Maria Snyder attempts to hit it down, but unfortunately is blockaded by the wall of blue players. The Firebirds continue to dribble it down the side of the field. And due to a hacking situation, the Firebirds still have possession of the ball. Due to complications in the circle, the Firebirds once again have another corner. Number 5 inserts it into the circle, and then number 17 is hit by the ball, and due to the high ball, the Indian Hill Braves have possession of the ball. Number 21, Maria Snyder takes it up the field again for a phenomenal hit down the center, and it aimed to number 2, Alec McMillan, unfortunately misses, and the Fairmont Firebirds gain possession once again. The Firebirds hit the ball across the goal line, and therefore the Indian Hill Braves have a 16-yard hit. Number 21, Maria Brickwall Snyder once again takes this hit, but unfortunately misses, but she's going in again for a great hit to number 2, but unfortunately it was stolen away. With a lot going on in the circle, it's hard to tell what will happen, but it appears as if the Fairmont Firebirds did not get possession of the ball, and the Indian Hill Braves have shot it down the field. The Firebirds continue to pass it across the field, and here comes the Indian Hill Braves attempting to steal it. Robin Schumacher comes in from the side, and luckily that works because the Indian Hill Braves have once again gained possession of the ball. Kendall Shabut, number 17, comes up with the hit. And luckily, Robin Schumacher was there to save from going out of bounds, and Robin's taking it the alleyways, passes it to Paycheck Mullen, and who's in an epic struggle against the Firebirds for that ball. Number 4 takes it down the field. They're definitely making use of their alleyways. And Shane McCormick attempts to save it, but here comes Kendall Shabut to the rescue. Due to another ball hitting an Indian Hill player's foot, the Firebirds have another corner, in which number 5, their lead inserter, will insert to the circle. It appears as if they're doing it crossfields this time, and number 2 whacks it down towards the goal, but unfortunately does not make it. Number 17, Kendall Shabut, is coming up to the 16-yard line to take a hit. She hits it towards her fellow player, Robin Schumacher, and Robin Schumacher hits it down the field, and it appears to look like to-be Paige Mullen, but unfortunately Paige was unable to make it because of number 23 in the Fairmont Firebirds. Number 17 in the Firebirds is dribbling down the field, dribbling down. And Daphne McLaughlin hits the ball out of the circle. Kendall Shabut takes a 16-yard hit. She hits it down the alleyway to Allie McMillan, but unfortunately is stopped by a Firebird. The Firebirds continue down the sides towards the middle, but they can't stop Kendall Shabut. Once again, another corner ensues, and number 5 inserts the ball into the circle. Number 2 whacks it down towards the goal. Luckily, Leo Zubi and her multiple defenders were there to save that from going in. The Indian Hill Braves hit it out of bounds, and therefore the Firebirds have a long hit from the side. with another long hit from the Firebirds. It appears as if one of their players is weaving it through the Indian Hill defense, down towards the center, passes it, but gets blocked by a player of Indian Hill. An Indian Hill player hits the ball with their foot, and therefore another corner occurs. Inserted back into the circle, number 2, which seems to be their leading hitter, weaves it through the circle, past the defenders, and attempts to get the goal, but misses. As the players are setting up out there, as Kendall Shippey, number 17, is whacking the ball down the field, and then the ball is hit off of a Firebird stick. But the refs believe that it was an Indian Hill hit, so therefore the Firebirds have possession of the ball. Number 17 takes it down the side. Gibson Bullock gains possession of the ball, dribbles it down the center. And number 3, Sarah Green, comes in and dribbles it down past the players. Continues it down the field with her fellow teammates getting open for her. Sarah Green continues down. With lots going on up there, we have number 40. Number 40 is about to take the hit to drive to the circle, and hopefully they can score a goal. Number 40, Rose Fessler, is dribbling down, weaving through the defense, and attempts to score a goal. The defense is playing a tough match, but a corner ensues due to one of the Firebird members hitting the ball on their foot. Marley Bathalter is about to insert the Indian Hill's first corner. It appears as if they had too many people in their goal, and so Marley Bathalter is about to insert the ball once again into the circle. Number 40, Rose Fessler, whacks it into the circle and continues to dribble it down towards the goal. But the goalie blocks the goal, and a Firebird player hits it out. Good first half, everyone. At half, the Indian Hill Braves were down by 3 from the Kettering Firebirds. And the Kettering Firebirds have definitely scored those first 3 goals at the beginning of the game, but hopefully the Indian Hill Braves will come on stronger their second half, as they tend to do. There is 2014 Indian Hill field hockey varsity team with a total of 7 seniors and a majorly young team. The team is learning a lot this year from new coach Nicholas Strike and returning coaches Pamela Angel and Tara Rose. With a current record of 1-2, there are multiple games coming up. The next game being the 18th against St. Ursula at St. Ursula, and then they play Fairmont once again after that game. And the next 2 games after that are home at the Tomahawk Stadium, and the Indian Hill Braves Senior Night for field hockey is the 29th of September against Summit at Tomahawk Stadium to celebrate the 7 seniors that will be unfortunately leaving the team this year. And then following that, there are 3 more games against Mount Notre Dame, Talawanda, and Oakwood, all away. Down by 3, hopefully the Indian Hill Braves will be able to rack up those goals, because at the end of the first half, they were definitely very close to getting a goal, but unfortunately were stopped due to the lack of time after the corner.
Madeline, how long does halftime last?
Okay. Oh. Welcome back, and we are getting ready to start the second half of what hopefully will be a win for the Indian Hill Braves, as they are only down by 3 goals. The Indian Hill Braves are rushing back on the field in what hopefully is a winning attitude. The Braves start out with the ball this second half, with Ava Bollinger playing center forward. As the girls are setting up, it appears as if the players are discussing what they will be bringing to the field this half. The whistle blows, and Ava Bollinger passes the ball back to number 40, Rose Fessler, who is blocked by a Fairmont Firebird. The Fairmont Firebirds have possession of the ball and are therefore going to take it hit into the field. They are rushing down, weaving through the Indian Hill defense and down towards the goal. With lots of congestion down the field, they eventually do still get a goal with efforts by all the defenders and goalie Layla Azubi. That brings the score to 4-0, with the Indian Hill Braves down by 4, but hopefully they can get those goals in. Sophomore Ava Bollinger once again starts with the ball and hits it upfield this time, But unfortunately, a Fairmont Firebird grabs the possession of the ball. And Robin Schumacher comes in and hits up to Allie McMillan, who then passes it up. And then the Fairmont Firebirds pass it back down towards the goal. Rose Fessler gains possession of the ball and then gives it to Maria Snyder, who is hopefully going to use one of her awesome hits down the field. And that was right. It went a solid 50 yards. But unfortunately, number 3, Sarah Green, was unable to catch up with it, but luckily the Indian Hill Braves still have possession of the ball. Number 2, with a phenomenal hit down the field, passes it straight to Maria Snyder. Enter number 2 once again, takes possession of the ball, flicks it up, and dribbles it down the field. Daphne McLaughlin comes in with a sweep to the side that is then stopped by a Firebird. Back into the circle it goes and out over the goal line. A 16-yard hit comes, and Maria Snyder is once again taking this hit. Ooh, a phenomenal hit by Maria Snyder down the field, but unfortunately her teammates were not there to stop the ball. However, it appears as if Marvel Bathalter is coming in, but misses. And then Rose Fessler is coming with the help of Becca Kim and Shannon McCormick. The Firebirds still have possession of the ball. Hacking it assumes, and then Rose Fessler passes it down, but unfortunately it goes out. So now it is the Fairmont Firebirds' ball. The Firebirds hit it down, but with luckily a partial stop from Rose Fessler, she hits it up the field to Allie McMillan, who's then fighting for it with number 3 from the Fairmont Firebirds. Robin Schumacher is fighting hard for that ball and sprints back for it. And since Blue hit it out last, number 40, Rose Fessler, takes it up and hits it down the alley with a phenomenal hit. Marvel Bathalter comes in with that sweep. Oh, and lots of damage going on down there. The goalie falls, Marvel Bathalter falls. Everyone is falling down there. But nonetheless, Marvel Bathalter came in strong with that steal. Down the field. Flipping side quickly, the Firebirds take it down towards the goal. But Maria Snyder still gains possession of the ball and is about to take a hit down the field and hopefully what could end up as a goal. The Fairmont Firebirds take possession of the ball, take it back to about the 26-yard line, or 25 in this case. And it gently hit it down to Maria Snyder. And Maria Snyder whacks it up the field to number 3, Sarah Green. Unfortunately, Sarah Green lost that battle of the ball. But number 18, Ava Bollinger, and number 40, and number 13 are all coming into her assistance. The Indian Hill Braves take possession of the ball once again, and Rose Fessler hits it up to number 28, Marley Bathalter, for a very high ball, but Sarah Green continues to take it down the field. But unfortunately, that high ball was called, and now the Fairmont Firebirds do have possession. Number 2 whacks it down. But Robin Schumacher takes control of the ball and hits it to Allie McMillan, who continues to sprint and fight for that ball. The Firebirds dribble it down back towards the goal once again. And with Maria Snyder taking it down, hits it up the field to a Firebird and takes it back down, who hits it back down to Maria, who hits it up to Marley Bathalter, and who is fighting for that ball once again. Marley Bathalter's having a phenomenal game, everyone. Number 19 on the Firebirds misses the ball, which gives Becca Kim, number 13 on the Indian Hill Braves, the opportunity to sweep in and get it. With assistance from Kendall Shabu, who's playing back at sweep. The Indian Hill Braves have a 16-yard hit. Kendall Shabu whacks it up the side to Rose Fessler, who then Marley Bathalter takes that hit. Rose Fessler's dribbling it down. Passes up to number 3, Sarah Green, who was wide open. Her teammates are rushing to her side. A Fairmont Firebird unfortunately steals that ball away, but here comes Marvel Bathalter with the steal. Here comes Becca Kim fighting against one of the Fairmont Firebirds. Unfortunately, one of our Indian Hill players hits the ball with her foot, and therefore the Firebirds have possession, taking it down the field, but Becca Kim stops that, and it right now is fighting with the Firebirds. The Indian Hill Braves hit it out of bounds, so that the Firebirds do have possession of the ball. Number 2 takes it down. Whacks it down the field, actually. Number 21, Maria Snyder, hits it back up with efforts from Robin Schumacher dribbling it that extra mile to get it up to past the 50. Rose Fessler comes in with assistance and whacks it up the field. Allie McMillan is sprinting over there against number 9 on their team. The Braves still have possession of the ball. So number 28 drops the ball, and number 40, Rose Fessler, takes this hit down the field and what would hopefully end up being a goal. The Firebirds take it back down towards the goal, passing the 10-yard line, but hit it out. And then Indian Hill Braves with Maria Snyder going to take a 16-yard hit. Maria hits it towards the center to Gibson Bullock, who unfortunately hits the ball a little too high, therefore giving possession to the Fairmont Firebirds. The Firebirds pass it down to Maria Snyder. Blue still has possession of the ball. Here comes number 3, Sarah Green, coming down. Rose Fessler weaving it through the Firebirds. Hitting it back up. Catherine Sharp coming in. The Firebirds once again takes possession of the ball. But Kendall should be with her known speed, dribbles it down, passes it up, but unfortunately gets stopped by a Firebird. And then the Firebirds hit it towards the goal. And once again, another goal, leaving the Braves down by 5. Number 3, Sarah Green, is coming up with the ball after. And number 1, Georgia Kennedy, unfortunately hits the ball out, giving Fairmont possession.
The ball is
Number 18, Ava Bollinger comes in, attempts to steal the ball. Fairmont gains possession, whacks it down the field to number 14, Robin Schumacher of Indian Hill, and Robin hits it up to Ava Bollinger, who continues to dribble it down and hopes to score a goal. Number Sarah Green. Number 2 of the Firebirds, their star hitter, whacks it down the field. Out of bounds. The ball is now out of bounds due to the Firebirds' hit, and therefore the Indian Hope Braves have possession. Maria Snyder hits the ball down the field towards the center. Now the Fairmont Firebirds have another corner. It is inserted into the circle. But goalie Leila Al-Zubi kicks it back out, giving the Indian Hope Braves a chance to get it out of the circle and away from the goal. The Fairmont Firebirds swoop back in, but the shooting the goal, and Leila Al-Zubi once again hits it out. Due to one of the Fairmont Firebirds hitting the ball with their foot, the Indian Hope Braves have possession of the ball, bringing it back up to the 16-yard line. Maria Snyder once again takes this hit with a phenomenal drive to number 3, Sarah Green, and Sarah Green has full possession of the ball. Dribbles it down through the legs of number 2, but number 2 takes it back and passes it down. The Indian Hope Braves have possession of the ball. And at number 21, Maria Snyder hits it down the middle for a very nice hit to a Firebird, but luckily the ball is still past the 30, giving them hopes for another goal. Number 3, Sarah Green up the alley, but unfortunately hits it out, therefore giving the Firebirds a 16-yard hit. The Indian Hope Braves shoot it back in with number 14, Robin Schumacher, attempting to hit towards the goal. Luckily, the Braves receive a long hit. With number 1, freshman Georgia Kennedy inserting it into the field. Back a little bit to Ava Bollinger, and then we have number 29 fighting for the ball. The Fairmont Firebirds take possession and dribble it down the field with what appears to be a clear open shot. Number 20, Maria Snyder takes possession of the ball after a call by the refs. Passing down the field, number 3, Sarah Green was wide open, but a Fairmont Firebird swooped in and took the ball back. Natalie Moore attempts to get the ball, but unfortunately misses, giving possession to the Fairmont Firebirds. Due to a foot and hitting it out, the Firebirds once again have possession of the ball. Number 21, Maria Snyder hits it up the field, up center field. But it looks like possession was given to the Firebirds after all. Firebirds take the ball back up to the 21-yard line and push past it down the field. But it touches one of their players' feet, so Indiana has possession of the ball. And it looks like Maria Steiner is going to take that hit once again. Ooh, with a phenomenal drive straight down the center of the field. Indiana players are rushing to get that ball with Georgia Kennedy, one of our fastest players, attempting to get that, but unfortunately misses. But luckily, her fellow teammates were there to get that ball. Robin Schumacher is fighting for that ball once again after Fairmont gained possession and attempts to hit it back up. Gibson Bullock takes that ball down the field. But the Fairmont Firebirds once again swoop in and take the ball. Fairmont gains possession of the ball. Natalie Moore from Indian Hill coming back up the sides and taking it up. Georgia Kennedy, number 1, takes it up the field, gains possession, and passes to Sarah Green. And Sarah Green, there's no one on her as of now. And she takes it back up, but a Firebird swoops in and takes that ball back. She then passes it down to number 19, but is stopped by Ava Bollinger. Ava Bollinger hits the ball out of bounds, therefore giving possession to the Firebirds. The Firebirds shoot it towards the middle rather than using the alley to number 18. The Firebirds take it down past the 20-yard line, past the 10, past the 5, almost to the goal line, but sweep it back towards the circle. An Indian Hill player's foot hits the ball, and therefore the Firebirds have a corner. The Firebirds insert it in and take a whack towards the goal. But Layla Azubi is there and is attempting to kick it out and succeeds because the Firebirds do in fact hit the ball with their foot, giving Indian Hill possession. Maria Snyder up the field, about to take this hit. And wow, what a hit. She takes it down. But unfortunately, the Firebird does gain possession of the ball and dribbles it down the field back towards where they started. She passes off to number 19, who then passes up once again towards number 16 in the circle. Rose Fessler comes up and takes this hit. Taking it to the side to number 3, Sarah Green. Ava Bollinger rushes up for that pass. But unfortunately, Sarah Green is outran by one of the Fairmont Firebirds, and the ball is taken away. Number 16 once again dribbles down towards the circle in the same pattern she's been doing the whole game. And with the fight for the ball, unfortunately the Firebirds got possession. Kendall should be rushes to prevent that ball from going out. And in this case, it's in her favor because the Indian Hill Braves have a 16-yard hit. Kendall Shabu takes this hit. She takes it to the side to number 3, Sarah Green. But due to a case of packing, Indian Hill has possession once again, and Kendall Shabu takes it up to the 50-yard line to hit it down the field, or back in this case. Here comes Rose Fessler weaving through these players, and they whack it up to a Fairmont player gains possession, and Ava Bollinger is attempting to come in with the help of Rose Fessers to get that possession. The Firebirds take it down the field. Pass it. They continue to pass it, and Kendall Shabu attacks the player. Unfortunately, misses. But luckily, Daphne McLaughlin was there to sweep that back up. Marvel Bathwater comes in once again, but a Firebird steals possession. Once again, goal by Fairmont, leaving the Braves down by 6 with 8 minutes to go. Gibson Bullock starting off as center. She passes it over to number 3, Sarah Green, but unfortunately that hit was too hard. It went out of bounds, giving Fairmont possession. Number 5 on Fairmont takes that hit into this back towards number 4. But number 4 hits the ball with her foot and therefore gives possession to Indian Hill. Kendall Spute comes up and hits that ball. She hits it towards the center to a Fairmont player, but still pressures that ball after. Fairmont gains possession, and we have a wall of Indian Hill players lined up. Indian Hill is continuing to defend that ball as Fairmont's dribbling it down. Indian Hill now gains possession of the ball to the Fairmont player, taking it out. And Kendall Spute hits it towards the center of the field, but unfortunately a Fairmont player does get possession. A struggle ensues in the circle with players falling down, people hacking, and now it appears as if there is another corner to this hacking and most likely a football. Fairmont inserts the ball into the circle, and then one of the players attempts to drive it. And then Kendall Shabu sweeps it out past the goal line, giving
Ball's out of bounds.
Fairmont a long hit. Fairmont dribbles it in rather than taking the hit and continues to dribble it. There is a corner once again due to some foot action. Fairmont player inserts the ball into the center. And number 18 drives it towards the goal, but our defense definitely makes it a hard feat. Number 18, Ava Bollinger, has possession of the ball and passes up to number 3, Sarah Green. But Fairmont does take possession back of the ball and dribbles it towards the goal, which is a pattern we've been seeing a lot tonight. Becca Kim sweeps in and passes to Ava Bollinger, who then attempts to pass to Sarah Green and continues to pressure the ball. Sarah Green comes in for the ball, but the Fairmont player is too fast and takes it away. Kendall Shabu sweeps up with the help of Marvel Batholter. Marvel Batholter passes it up. And Rose Fessler takes possession, weaving it through the blue players, passing it up to one of her fellow teammates, number 10, Catherine Sharp. The Fairmont takes possession of the ball once again. Then Rose Fessler takes possession back and has a phenomenal hit up the field to Gibson Bullock. Gibson Bullock takes it up and passes it across the field to Sarah Green, but it's intercepted by a Fairmont player. The number 10, Catherine Sharp, dribbles it back into the circle, and then the defensive Fairmont takes it back out. Fairmont gains possession once again of the ball and passes it down the field. Number 17, Kendall Shabby, rushes towards the ball to get possession, but it appears as if number 24, Jane Petrie, is also doing the same. In fact, she gains possession, and gains possession of the ball and passes it up. Robin Schumacher is fighting hard for that ball, but unfortunately loses that battle, and Fairmont gains possession once again. Fairmont takes the ball from the sides, down the alleys, passes it towards the center, but number 17, Kendall Shabue, is getting that ball, and so is Maria Snyder and Ava Bollinger. Robin Schumacher hits it back up. And number 17, Kendall Shabue, is fighting hard for that ball. And a Fairmont player gains possession and passes it towards the center, but the Indian Hill defense does stop that ball from going back into the circle. Fairmont dribbles it down the field towards the alleyways. And number 5 dribbles it towards the circle, just to be stopped by Daphne McLaughlin and Ava Bollinger. Ava Bollinger continues to follow that ball, but Fairmont gains the ball back and heads towards the center. Fairmont gains possession of the ball after a phenomenal hit by Indian Hill. And due to a foot, Fairmont gains possession once again. Maria Snyder attempts to hit the ball, but instead decides to weave through the Fairmont players. So Fairmont gets the ball and is taking it to the 15-yard line. Number 4 dribbles it out, passes it back in, but Maria Snyder stops that ball, hits up to number 3, Sarah Green, who's currently rushing the ball. Maria Snyder is not far behind. Maria Snyder's taking it up to the 16-yard line for a hit, and hopefully this hit will go far down the field. Fairmont gets the ball once again and gets it past Maria Snyder down to Daphne McLaughlin, who unfortunately hits it out and gives Fairmont possession of the ball. With less than a minute left, Fairmont has the ball for a long hit. Fairmont once again has possession of the ball with 30 seconds left in the game, but hopefully the Indian Hill defense will be able to not let another goal in. Indian Hill once again has possession with Maria Snyder taking this final hit of the game up the field with a great way to end the game, with a great hit to Paige McMullen. The Fairmont Firebirds attempt to go in for a 7th goal, but luckily with a tough game against the Kettering Fairmont Firebirds, Indian Hill Braves had a solid effort with with a phenomenal defensive line and also offensive line. Please come out to the next game against St. Ursula on the 18th to see, hopefully, another victory ensue. I'm Madeline Siedling, checking out from IHTN. I've never done that before, so I never get to say.
That makes you feel better.
Exclusive coverage of tonight's game on the Indian Hill Television Network has been a copyrighted presentation of the Indian Hill High School Video Department.